Welcome to Ground Control. I have a new item for review. It is the Eachine E129 micro helicopter. And what came in the box? Of course, the helicopter. They sent me the 4 battery version. And this is courtesy of Banggood. I want to thank them very much for sending this item for review. It comes with a USB cable, and it has a USB port on all the battery cases. So the batteries are 300 milliamp hour 1S Lipos. On the connector, a red light will come on when it's charging. When the light goes out, you know the battery is fully charged. You get this little transmitter. It takes 4 AA batteries to charge it, or to power it. It comes with a micro screwdriver. It comes with a hex key. It comes with a spare tail rotor blade. It comes with a pair of main rotor blades. It comes with 2 connecting rods for the swash plate, just in case you break those. I think that was nice of them to put those in with the kit. It comes with this little heli pad, which I think you could also use as a mouse pad. And it comes with a nice color manual, and as far as I can tell, it covers just everything regarding the helicopter is in this manual. So everything is very straightforward. Of course, you got your power switch. This is a mode 1 and mode 2 transmitter. And now mine came default mode 2. But if you hold down the right shoulder button here and power it on, that will switch from mode 1 to mode 2 or mode 2 to mode 1. Remember to hold it down when you power it up. Now that's absolutely brilliant. A very fast, easy way to switch modes. You've got your trim button for your yaw and for your side-to-side pitch, your aileron, and also for your forward and backward pitch. The throttle stick is always set in the 50% throttle position. So by default, it's always going to be hovering. So it makes it a little bit easier to manage your throttle that way. I guess they refer to this as an attitude hold feature. It says a gear 1 and gear 2, and that would be on the throttle trim switch. I don't know if the down position is, I would assume that's low rate and high rate. I don't know if the down position is low rate and the up position is high rate. We'll have to take it out and test that to see, which is which is high rate, which is low rate. The only thing I've done with the helicopter so far was just power it up, hover it, make sure everything was working. In order to bind to the helicopter, once you power on your transmitter, power on the helicopter by putting the battery in it, move your throttle stick all the way up, all the way down. You'll hear a beep, then the helicopter will be bound. The first thing that I suggest you do is calibrate the gyro, make sure you've got it sitting on a flat, smooth, level surface. And you calibrate the gyro by holding both sticks down and to the bottom left-hand corner. All right, and then in order to arm the helicopter, you're going to hold both sticks out, bottom and outward corners. Once you arm the motor, it's immediately going to be spinning up. At that point, you can use the top left shoulder button on the transmitter. You click it once, and it will auto take off. It'll come up about, about a meter off the ground, and it will hover there. If you click it again, it'll auto land. And then to disarm the motor and stop the motor from spinning, if you hold the throttle stick all the way down for 2 to 3 seconds, that'll disarm the helicopter and the motor will stop spinning. Now if you want to take off directly, the guide also says that once you've powered everything up and you've moved your throttle stick up and back down to bind to the helicopter, instead of pulling the sticks out to arm the motors, if you're ready, you can just go ahead and click the one-click takeoff button, and it will start up and lift off of the pad. If you hold this button down for 3 seconds, it's an emergency stop. What that's going to do is it's going to disarm the helicopter motor, and it's going to fall out of the sky. So make sure that you don't inadvertently hold this down for 3 seconds. When you're going to click it for auto takeoff or auto landing, just do a quick click on the button. Don't hold it down, because that will put the helicopter into fail-safe mode. It'll disarm and it will fall from the sky. So don't accidentally do that. So it has been years since I have flown a helicopter. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Just bringing it up off of the pad and hovering it looked like it was extremely stable. It has a 6-axis gyro built into it. I don't think I've ever flown a helicopter that had a 6-axis gyro in it. So as it's been so long since I've flown one, I might as well be a beginner with helicopters again. I mean, it takes some practice to fly helicopters. But let's see what some of these features do in reality. We'll take it out to the field, test out all the features, including the fail-safe, and check out high rate and low rate, and see if we can fly it around some without crashing it into the ground. So I will see you out at the field.
Okay, I have the helicopter powered up. Well, let's go ahead and bind it. Okay, and then we're going to arm the motor. And we're spinning. Okay, now we're going to press the 1-key takeoff. And there it is, up in the air. I have about a 3 or 4 mile an hour wind out here this morning. Which is why I'm getting some drift. Okay, now let's demonstrate the 1-key landing. And there is the 1-key landing. And if we hold, oh, well, there we go. It automatically stopped that time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the auto arm and lift off by just pressing this button, the auto takeoff button. And there we go. Look at that, is a pretty cool feature. Yaw's a little abrupt on it, I think. Okay, so now I want to put it down close to the ground, and I'm going to press the fail-safe. There it goes. It automatically cuts it off. So the fail-safe works. Alright, so let's do the 1-key takeoff again. There we go. That is pretty slick. Okay, so let's bring it back in here. And let's see. Getting a little altitude. Let's see what these the trim button does as far as rates. Okay, so I pressed it down. And I would say that is probably a low rate. Okay, so now let's see if I press it up. Okay, now let's see what kind of angle we have on it. Oh no, if you press it up, that is low rate. And if you press it down, that is high rate. Okay, so let's take it for a little spin. In low rate. that is pretty cool. Hey, that moves out pretty good even in low rate. That zooms around. Alright, let's bring it down a little bit. I really like this attitude hold. And it makes it so much easier to fly. Okay, so. That is fun. That moves at a pretty good clip even in low rate. Okay, so let's bring it back. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I love that altitude hold. That is nice. Okay, so let's see, is that high rate? Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is high gear. Pretty slick, huh? It has been so long since I've flown a helicopter. That is cool. Now I'm trying to fly it here like a real helicopter. Put a little yaw and a little bank into it. That thing zooms around. Look at that. Lose some altitude. Yeah, that's better. Now I'm flying it like a real helicopter. That's better. Oop, going the wrong way here. Kind of lost orientation there. Got too far away. That is cool. Check that out. It has been years since I have flown a helicopter. I guess I should slow it down a little bit. And bring it down a little bit. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Isn't that cool? Man, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Yeah, if you're real easy on the yaw, you got to have a real soft touch on the yaw. But if you can get that soft touch on the yaw, you can make a nice coordinated turn with this helicopter. Look at that. That is slick. I like it a lot. Didn't take many time at all, did it? Look at that. Sweet. Let's lose some altitude. Oh, son. I don't know how much flight time you get out of this. I've had it in the air quite a while. I should have set my timer. Return to target maneuver. Oh, it's like a silhouette now. Getting really far away. That is really a lot of fun. Okay, so let me see if I can land it on my own, on my little pad here. I brought a big pad because it's been so long. Ah, I missed it. Okay, now you hold it down. When you land on your own, you hold it down for 2 or 3 seconds, and then that disarms it. Man, that is fun. I'm going to put another battery pack in it. Being able to fly this with coordinated turns like that is awesome. I'll have to get my timer out and make sure I know how long I'm in the air. So hang on, we'll put another battery pack in it. Okay, flight number 2 on this little heli. Bind it up. And 1 key takeoff. There we go. That is slick. Not in the sun. Bring it back down. That is cool. Trying to stay out of the sun. Whoa, that's pretty quick. Isn't that nice? I have to get used to it again with these coordinated turns, but that's pretty cool. I'm still a little jerky on the controls. Bring it back down again. I think when I'm hitting the yaw, I think I'm also pushing the throttle up a little bit, I think, is what's going on. But look at that. You can make nice coordinated turns with it. That is too fun. I'm liking it. I'm liking this a lot. Man, it's been so long since I've flown a helicopter. This is a blast. Okay, well, let's track it the opposite direction. Let's see. There we go. That is too much fun. Let's see what kind of yaw it has. Okay, that's got to be low rate. Let's bring it back down. Oh, I think I'm out of battery. Hey, it landed right side up. Ooh. I wonder if that battery didn't fully charge. I'm having too much fun. Let's see. Well, I wonder if I accidentally pushed the button. I bet I did. I bet I accidentally pushed the darn button. Gotta be careful of that. Okay, so there was another example of failsafe, I guess. Oh, there goes my timer. Okay, so that was a 5-minute timer. Turn that off, because I'm sure this thing could fly for a lot longer than 5 minutes. Okay, let's bring it in for a landing. Another manual landing. I missed it again. I am having a blast with this little helicopter. I'm going to get more time on it and get more adept at flying it. See if we can do some return to target maneuvers with it. And then I'll be posting review part 2 on this little helicopter. But so far, I'm really having a lot of fun with it. I want to thank Banggood again for sending this for review. That is a fun little helicopter.
Okay, so I had an absolute blast flying this little helicopter out there today. I think that I demonstrated all the features on the helicopter, the high rate, low rate, 1 key takeoff, 1 key landing, the fail safe. Actually, I demonstrated the fail safe twice. Didn't mean to demonstrate it twice, and I just had a blast. And like I said, this is the first time I've flown a helicopter in years, and I was surprised even in low rate. I mean, it can move along at a pretty darn good clip even in low rate. It did take some time for me to get used to the yaw stick, to where, because you just want to put a tiny bit of input into it, unless you're wanting to really, spin it around. But just a little bit of input and a little bit of left roll at the same time, and you can get nice coordinated turns with it. And I think you saw that on film. One thing that I was impressed with is that it says in the manual those little cases are only 300 milliamp hour 1S batteries. And after I had performed all of the demonstration of the features with the helicopter and then took off and flew it through the battery pack, I flew that for 8 minutes and 23 seconds after I demonstrated everything. So the amount of flight time that you get out of it is pretty impressive, and I wasn't exactly easy in the throttle when I was flying it around either. Now, the other thing that I had a hard time doing, number one, was being real gentle with the yaw, so you could get nice coordinated turns with it like a real helicopter. But I also had a tendency to push the throttle up a little bit when I was inputting yaw, and so that's why it kept climbing, and I had to keep bringing it down. So I've got to pay attention to that next time I have it out, to not, to push the yaw stick just over to the left and to the right without increasing the throttle on it. That was a little hard for me to do, and keep my finger away from that top left button so I don't initiate a failsafe. I'm glad it was close to the ground, fairly close to the ground when I accidentally initiated the failsafe. It was just above the cab of the truck, if I remember correctly. So I don't know, it was probably about 7 or 8 feet in the air, when I accidentally initiated the failsafe, and it landed on its skids. I was surprised when I went over there. I was afraid that I was going to be missing a main rotor blade or something. So it seems to be pretty darn durable. My unintended durability test of this little helicopter, it definitely survived a fall from 7 or 8 feet in the air. So not bad at all. I had a lot of fun with it. You get a lot of flight time, and I wanted to get a little more flight time on it and do a second review video. I can tell you right now that it's very inexpensive for what you get, and the I would definitely get the 4 battery pack version if I was going to buy it. You're going to want to, even though you get a lot of flight time, you're going to want to fly it and fly it and fly it. And so I'm going to take it back out. I'm going to put all 4 battery packs through it, get some practice with it, and then I'll take it back out again. Hopefully I will have improved considerably with my helicopter flying skills, and then I'll do another flight video for the review part 2, and then I'll give you my final conclusion on it. But I think this thing is a lot of fun, and I think it's a good value for the price. And I think right now there's a coupon code for this. I think you can get this for under $50. Ready to fly. I don't know how many batteries. I don't know if it's the 3 or 4 battery pack version. The coupon may be good for both, the 3 or the 4 battery pack version. So I will post that coupon code too. Hopefully it'll still be good by the time I post this video. But a lot of fun. It took me a few minutes to get used to flying a helicopter again. I still need a lot of practice with it. But other than the unintended failsafe initiation, I didn't crash it. I was really surprised that I did not crash it. So that shows you how easy it is to fly. If I haven't even touched a helicopter in years, and I was able to take it out there and fly it without crashing it, I would say within a couple of battery packs you're going to be feeling pretty comfortable with it, even if you've never flown a helicopter before. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next review video on this little helicopter, and I will see you in the air.